assists on Tuesday night, so did a fantastic job facilitating the offence. And we'll see if he can do that again tonight as the team's prepared to get our game underway.
Absolutely, so it'll be Nelson Henry versus Del Pesh, and Flyers' first possession of the big Friday night ball game here in Leicester. Off a couple of screens, nice run to the basket, makes the first bucket. Miller.
Fast offense for Bristol. Coach Kapoulis talks about pace. That was a quick half-court set from Bristol.
And off. Whelan in the corner, looks to drive, kicks it out, attacks the glass, similar offence, laid it in for two. Nice start for both teams.
Yeah, Bristol using screens to get to the middle, Riders using ball movement, different ways of going about it, but same result.
Nice drop inside, good hands from Mark Lovin, takes it away from Del Pesh. Lane suddenly opens up and just walks it in and lays it in.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on there. The Bristol Flyers defence, probably a bit of miscommunication, but no one in front of Mark Loving at all.
Miller attacks the middle in the corner with the three, a little bit off there.
Yeah, Mahan, a great shooter though. Riders won't be happy that they lost him.
Carrington with a quick release, unable to knock that down. Again, Bell for the third, flips it up a little bit. There's Del Pesh on the board doing what he does.
Yeah, we spoke about offensive rebounds. That's the first one
King
in the books.
from deep.
First offensive rebound, we spoke about it pre-game. Riders, I guess, fortunate that there was no points from it, and they do have the ball back.
So it looks like Flyers extending their defence. Love has it. Jackson. Whelan stops and pops with the three ball.
Yeah, we know that Pat Whelan, when he gets going, is lights out. Great start for Patrick.
So it's good to make that early shot. Gets the home supporters involved as well. King defended by Lovin. From the corner. Unable to rebound, Lovin.
Yeah, good defence from Carrington Love, making that shot from Mike Miller contested.
Pressing the defence, and we have a whistle on the play. So again, Mark Lovin starting very brightly, being very aggressive. There's Whelan, stop, lets it go for three. Yeah, nice stroke.
Yeah, great. Patrick just stepped straight into it, let it fly. Defender had sagged just that little bit, so he couldn't quite get back up to him in time to prevent the shot.
So Mark Lovin starting very aggressively. Always a good thing to see at the line.
Yeah, we saw on Tuesday Riders make a real conscious effort of trying to attack the middle of the defence, and certainly looks like similar themes happening today.
So it leaves the first one just a little short. Good with the second. Riders out to early lead, 8-2. Miller handles. King flies into a little weave action. Hand off, BJ King. Looks to get into the middle. Nelson Henry.
Yeah, real smart play from VJ King and the Bristol Flyers. We see the double screen means eventually Riders have to switch Nelson Henry onto VJ King. And at that point, VJ King's definitely going to attack him off the drive, probably a little bit more mobile. Darian has to foul him to stop him getting past. We'll have VJ King head into the line.
Makes the first. A 74% free throw shooter.
Yeah, we'll see, I guess, throughout the game, Bristol probably trying to get guys to set him screens to create mismatches for VJ King.
Can I take claim for that, Miss Anne? I'm going to. Just stepped out of bounds, Pat Whelan there. That's hopefully the one for the game. Most teams do it at least once a game.
Yeah, I mean, it was stepping over the free throw line on Tuesday.
Yes. Miller handles. Good defense. Miller turns around, keeps it alive. Nearly pulled in by Jackson. Good hands by Carrington. Great hands, great hustle. From the corner. Unable to get it. It's that second and third opportunities.
Yeah,
and another one. And finally, win the foul.
Yeah, so I guess a small throwback to the Bristol Flyers podcast. I think that's Delpesh for 3 offensive rebounds already in the ball game.
Yeah, it looked like it, didn't it? I mean, everybody talked about this pre-game. We did. Both the coaches did as well. It's keeping Bristol off the glass.
Just looking at this replay, that's a travel. He goes up with the ball, comes down with the ball. That's a travel.
Well spotted, Greg. So, here we go. Delpesh at the line. Makes the first. Makes them both.
Yeah, Delpesh makes them both. Makes us look silly.
Which we don't mind being silly.
Nah, absolutely not.
So Love has it. Menzies into the game for the first time. Drops it inside. Menzies with a bit of volleyball down low. Lays it in for 2.
Yeah, lots of talk pre-game about physicality. Aaron Menzies dropping straight into his physical element.
Good hands again by Love. Getting his hands in there. King. I like this matchup. King versus Loving. Keep an eye on that. Delpesh looks to go the long way round. Good defence by Menzies.
Yeah, Menzies makes himself big, all 7'3" of him. Difficult to get that shot over him.
Flipping it inside. Looking for Menzies. Just a little strong. Comes up with Loving. In the corner. Whelan left alone. Nails and rattles it down for 3 with a 3 ball.
Yeah.
Forces Coach Kapoulis to call that timeout.
Yeah, fantastic read from Carrington Love. Mike Miller gone far too far over and helped defence, left Patrick Whelan wide open. The skip pass, and Mike Miller just can't recover out to him in time. Patrick Whelan wide open is not something you want to allow in a ball game.
Yeah, I guess that would be in the coaching report about who do we leave open, who do you want to take those shots. And Pat Whelan would be one guy who you don't leave open.
Yeah, absolutely not. 2 threes in the ball game already, and we know he's one of the elite shooters within the British Basketball League.
Yeah, I think he is currently at 44% from the 3-point line, the best shooter from that distance. So Coach Kapoulis just forced to call the timeout. Riders up 13-5. Still very early, as we know.
Yeah, absolutely early. I'm sure he's just gathering his troops together, being like, oi lads, we've got to get this, make sure our rotations are good.
Where we see it again.
On the defence.
Different angle.
Yeah, we've got...
Same result.
Exactly, yeah. I guess that's how replays work. But yeah, the Riders really looking to move the ball and doing so well so far.
And again, what I've already noticed, Mark Loving versus VJ King. That seems to be Mark's assignment for this game defensively. So that's something, again, let's keep an eye on that.
Yeah, we'll see if they try and get other guys switched on him as they did earlier throughout the ball game. As they've already done with Patrick Whelan now.
Round it goes, kicked out. Looks to drive, taken away. Again, Carrington Love playing great on-ball defence. Flicked up, deep in the shot clock. Carrington Love, very active on-ball defender.
Absolutely.
Zach Jackson from deep, he nails the triple ball.
Yeah, Riders coming out firing fast tonight.
Watson Gale into the ball game. Look to drop it inside. VJ King from deep. He's unable to connect. Pulled in by Mark Lovin. He's working on the rebounds. Have to check how many he's got.
Yes.
Carrington from deep fancies one, and he also nails the triple.
Yeah, it's a three-point party for the Riders.
Defence continues to raise here from the hometown supporters. Watson Gale. Nice crossover. Dishes to VJ in the corner. He again unable to make that three-pointer.
Yeah, fantastic move from Watson Gale. Beats his defender as a help. He kicked out, just Bristol not able to hit the open shot.
In the post. Jackson, nice turnaround, and we have a whistle on the play. Great low post move from Zach Jackson.
Yeah, gets a great spin. Be interesting to see he play, because from our angle it looked like a lot of ball on the block, but difficult to say.
So, as we know, Zach Jackson can play at all levels, really, in the post, in the paint, can knock the three ball down, which he's already done, and is now at the line to shoot a couple.
Mark Loving obviously recently checked out. I guess we're already on double-double watch for Mark Loving. 3 points, 5 rebounds already for Mark.
So, yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. He's on a, say, double-double track. Zach, good for both. So, up to this point, Fly's only got 5 points. So just struggling a little with their offence. Gale flips it out, drives through the middle, flicks it up. Again, Aaron Menzies, I think, gets a piece of that.
Yeah, Olison trying to, and I think he does the smart thing. He tries to go underneath, can potentially use the basket as a little bit of extra protection from the block. But Menzies is so long, still able to get to it.
Smith from deep. We know he can hit it from there. Zach Jackson with the rebound and handles the ball. Step back three. Oh, heat check there, that looked like.
Yeah, Zach clearly feeling it early.
Samuels has it. Olison has it, defended by Kimball. He steps back and knocks the triple down.
Yeah, fantastic shot. Kimball McKenzie up on him, still knocks it down. Fantastic shot.
So McKenzie into the ball game. Hesitates, looks inside, nice feed.
Yeah, for a moment, not sure that whistle was going to go, but it did.
It did go, yeah. So this is a nice crossover, feeding the big man inside, lobs it up high, clearly the foul. Menzies will be at the line to shoot a couple of free throws.
Yeah, and once again we've seen a Riders guard look to attack the middle of the key as the defence collapses, looking to drop off to Aaron Menzies, something we've seen a lot since Aaron's arrival.
Makes the first.
Yeah, a little bit better than his first one on Tuesday.
He's obviously been practicing, I'm guessing.
Yeah, in the 3 days after the last game.
I guess during every training session, all teams have to spend time practicing the free throws, but it's a bit like penalties in kind of tournaments. You can practice, but once you're in game time, it's a completely different dynamic.
I guess you just can't replicate that one element, which is pressure, I guess.
Absolutely. Flyers have it in the corner. Samuels from deep. Gets the friendly roll for three.
Yeah, Bristol opening up the lid, struggled to score earlier on, but a couple of threes gets the scoreboard moving.
Kimball loses his footing, keeps his dribble just alive, and that's going to be a Riders ball still. We still have the arrow possession.
Yeah, we said that a lot on Tuesday.
We did. Well. We had it all Tuesday night. Yeah. We've got the first one tonight. So again, we need to keep an eye on that.
Yeah, I guess interestingly as well, 4 players on court in the most recent Great Britain squad.
Yes. Kimball. Ball's loose. And that'll be a Flyers possession.
Yeah, Jabril Adekoya just battling a little bit too aggressively after the free throw, but when you know that that's a key area of the ball game, especially today against Bristol, probably not one that you're too upset with.
Evan Walsh into the ball game for the first time. Tasked with punted down Watson Gale. Quite physical out there at the top of the key. And foul called against.
Yeah, both players going at it, but I guess one player just got caught a little bit more obviously than the other.
I think that'll be Smith's first foul of the ball game. Adekoya. Walsh has it. Again, riders into their weave. Action. Kicked out. Adekoya steps back. Knocks it down. Good physical play there.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about pre-game the importance of the physicality and, yeah, not backing down there.
I guess it's also good to see that referees are letting them play a little bit as well. Ollison looking inside low. Looks as though, yeah, I think Evan Walsh probably just the wrong side there.
Yeah, I think he got caught on the wrong side of the ball.
Adekoya
attacks the middle. There's definitely some contact there.
I think
there is an element of contact.
There was an element of contact there, definitely. But a nice jump shot.
Yeah, definitely a great finish from Jarrell.
So again, both coaches into their benches very early. Flips it up and bank is open off the glass for two.
Yeah, Thomas Bell, we know how he's a great sort of plug-in and play guy. The hang time he gets to finish that off, great play. As he comes up with the steal up the other next play.
Good defensive pressure there. Gets the steal and gets the lay-in. McKenzie. Again, looking inside for Menzies. And we have a whistle. I think that will be on Smith. And if it is, that will be his second.
Yeah.
So have a look at this again.
Leslie
what do you think, Greg?
I think he does get arm contact. Aaron smartly puts the ball sort of on the opposite side to the defender, so Leslie trying to make a play on the ball has to go for Aaron's arm. But yeah, second foul, and he's only been on the court 2.5 minutes, so it limits the amount of impact he can make in the game. And a guy that we did give a shout out to pre-game of how effective he's been in the games so far against the Riders this season.
Yeah, now forces him to go to the bench. Little short with that first one.
Not something you often say in relation to Aaron Menzies.
Absolutely. Good with his second. So under a minute, and that's his first exciting quarter to this ball game. Miller has it. Spins quickly, defended by Bowman, looking to dump it inside. Walsh has it, pushing it quickly down court. Flips it up, nice move, and the foul.
Yeah, real good move from Evan Walsh. I always like to think it was a bit old school because you throw the ball fake, try and get the defender to look the other way, which we can see he does slightly, just opens up the space for him to finish on the near side and gets the foul call to go with it.
Very good positive play, aggressive play from Walsh, which is, I guess, what you're looking for from all your players. But when you get somebody like that coming off the bench, you can be so aggressive and positive. It's great to see.
Yeah, I think in recent weeks we've seen Evan play a little bit more, and he's full of energy, get up and go for his team, and I know we're both big fans of his game.
So Riders 29-15. Walsh now defending Watson Gale. Flyers running the clock down. Watson Gale has it, looks into the middle, flips it up, gets fouled. So foul called against Evan Walsh. Here we see it again. That first quick step Jackson Gale gets there.
Yeah, Evans' hand just on him as he's sort of going past him there. Jelani Watson-Gale, that move and first step, so fast.
So he's at the line to shoot a couple.
An 80% foul shooter on the season, Jelani.
It's good, and we've got a fraction over 14 seconds this first quarter, so Coach Rob decides to bring Whelan back into the ball game, a great shooter.
Yeah, as you mentioned, sort of statistically the best three-point shooter on the team, so get him on the floor for the final 14 seconds.
McKenzie into the middle, steps back, fall away, and doesn't get the friendly roll. And that's the first quarter in the bag. Exciting first quarter. Riders coming out very hot, very defence.
I suppose that's the flip side of having every possession arrow. You never get to start the quarter with the ball.
So Delpesh playing a little bit of point guard. And nicely turns it over.
Yeah.
Do you want your big men playing point guard?
No, he gets caught with the ball. Obviously, they hand it off to him. Jelani Watson-Gale tries to come over. Mahan tries to come round, but not able to connect with either of them. Ball goes into the backcourt. Riders get possession.
Kenzie drops it inside. Lovin looks to post up into the paint. Kicks it out. Bowman thinks about it. Checks himself. Unable to connect on the three ball. Means it's a Flyers possession.
Yeah, and Blake obviously been shooting the three really well of late, especially that performance up in the northeast in Newcastle.
Absolutely. So I know he's shooting the ball with a lot of confidence at the moment.
Yeah, Ollinson able to just get Aaron Menzies in the air, and once he was in the air,
I guess defensively, one end of the court to the other, getting very deep into the paint before challenged. You'd probably want to try and pick him up a little earlier.
Yeah, I guess one of the things when you're talking about transition basketball is you want to stop the ball, and you want to stop it earlier. That just slows any transition offense right down if you're able to do that. And even if you're only able to do it for a second or so, it just gives that extra time for your defense to recover down the floor.
Ollison, an 80% shooter from the free throw line. Good with the first. And the second. So it cuts it to a 10-point ball game. Whelan has it. Just get it across the halfway line.
Yeah.
Again, Flyers just extending their defence. Whelan has it. Good hands by Johnny Gale. Pokes it away. Dropped off inside. And Delpesh with the flush.
Yeah, fantastic hands. Jelani Watson-Gale gets the ball down the court quick, which is clearly part of Flyers' MO.
Again, illustrates the importance of good hands and good defence, leading to easier stuff at the offensive side.
Absolutely. We see here the steal from Johnny Watson-Gale. Just picks the pocket of Patrick Whelan. Straight away trying to get the ball in front to the runners. Eventually makes its way to Delpesh for what realistically is the easy flush for him.
So just after that, Blake Bowman going to the basket very strongly. Fouled, so he's at the line to shoot a couple. Just a little long on that first one.
Yeah, Blake will be wanting to get this one to go. Obviously missed the three, now missed the free throw. Just wanting to get that, his personal tally going.
I guess it's always nice to see the ball go through the hoop, isn't it?
Absolutely, just gives you a little bit of confidence.
Zach Jackson back into the ball game for the Riders.
Tied game high leader with 7 points.
Oh, looking inside, Delpesh. I think I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Looking for the alley-oop play.
Pass probably not quite on the money. Delpesh with a lot of work, a lot of distance to try and cover.
Carrington, quick step, first step, lays it in.
Yeah, Riders do a great job of getting the big on the little. Delpesh not able to stay in front of Love, extends for the finish.
Step back. Nice move. Gale again, beginning to stroke it. Carrington. Again, looking to get near the whole way. Mark Lovin decides to let it go from deep with the triple.
Yeah, Thomas Bell third literally couldn't have got any closer to him. Fantastic shot from Mark.
Gale again turns the corner, handling the ball well. Lovely kiss off the glass for two. He's feeling good about himself.
Yeah, and he's been a key part of the Bristol Flyers in terms of pushing the tempo, keeping it high.
Love has it off the screen for Menzies. In the corner, Whelan. Jab steps. He steps it down for three.
Yeah, Patrick Whelan, 9 points, 3 shots, 3 threes.
Great, again, Carrington Love, on-ball defence, what a pass for Pat Whelan from the lay-in. But that was all about Carrington Love's on-ball defence, coming up with steal and with the touchdown pass for 6.
Absolutely, just threaded the needle, so difficult to make this pass over the top. Flyers defenders sort of everywhere, it felt like, just long enough that it got over them, but not too long that Patrick Whelan didn't have enough time to get the shot up. 5th assist on the night already for Carrington, and this on-ball defence just takes the ball away.
And it's the quarterback pass for the pick 6, only worth 2, I know, but great. Here we see it again, numerous angles. How good is his hands there to get that ball?
It's not just his hands, he's read the crossover, so he's basically beat the ball with his hand. As Jelani Watson-Gale's trying to bring the ball across his body, his hand's already there, he just takes it away.
And instantly gets the ball, his head's up.
Yeah.
Who have got as runners? Who's getting down court? And on that occasion, Whelan leads out nice and quick. But the pass still difficult to make.
Absolutely.
Lots of traffic still on court.
Yeah, so you had Patrick, and I guess underneath Patrick, lots of Bristol Flyers in coverage, but there wasn't that much room over the top before you're throwing the ball out of bounds. So you really had to measure the pass precisely. And they're actually undersold Carrington. 6 assists already today.
Wow. Right, so Riders on I think, biggest lead of the ball game, up by 15 at this point. Still loads of time left in this ball game.
Absolutely, and we just know how explosive Bristol Flyers can be, and it can sort of come back in literally a minute or two's time.
It's again a great matchup currently. Love against Watson-Gale. Keep an eye on that one. VJ King. Gale again, look nice, super wraparound pass.
Yeah, that pass, absolute highlight. Absolute fantastic play from Jelani Watson-Gale.
Absolutely.
Grew up in the era of pass first point guards, and this is beautiful. Hang it in the Louvre. The wraparound finds Malcolm Delpesh, not able to get the finish because of the scramble defence. Riders have to commit the foul to stop him there.
Would you say that was almost Gino Crandall-like?
Maybe so.
Delpesh, good with the first. Think yet to miss from the free throw line.
Yeah, perfect from the line.
Still perfect from the line. So he's feeling good from that distance currently. Carrington, Love, Whelan. Whelan hands it off, looks inside. Good ball move, looks for space. Yes! Nice, sweet move.
Yeah, catch the ball deep in the key, able to turn around, kiss off the glass for 2.
Watson-Gale has it. VJ King. Guess I feel at the moment Flyers need to get him going a little bit more, do you think?
Absolutely. We spoke a lot about him pre-game, but currently only 1 point in the ball game, VJ King.
So Ryder's doing a pretty good job, or Mark Lovin's doing a pretty good job. Defensive side of the ball. Nice step through from Whelan just leaves it a little short. Great effort on the glass. Nelson Henry on that occasion.
Yeah, it looked like one of the Flyers players grabbed the net, so I was a little bit surprised interference not called.
Lover just a little bit to the left on that attempted three-point shot.
Yeah, but just going back to what we were saying about VJ King, trying to get him more involved in the ball game, absolutely. Early on, Bristol looked a couple of times to try and set screens that would create switches, and that's where VJ got himself to the foul line. They seem to be doing that less often right now.
Miller. Slightly bigger guard. Great hands again by Carrington Love. Deflects it away. Whelan. Again, he does like that crossover. Little man versus big man. Good effort. Second opportunities. King loses the handle, but deemed to be fouled as he drove.
Yeah, so we'll head to the line, and that's what you want from VJ King, being assertive, being aggressive. I thought Jelani Watson-Gale, once he got switched on to Darian Nelson-Henry, probably should have attacked him a bit more, but VJ King does the honours, gets into the middle, causes the foul to be called.
Adekoya comes back into this ball game.
Yeah, interestingly, coming in for Darian Nelson-Henry, for what we've started to see this new smaller lineup for Riders, probably allows them to play a little bit faster. Obviously, we know that Bristol are looking to push the tempo, so maybe Riders looking to fight a bit of fire with fire.
DJ King makes them both, and Delpesh goes to the bench. Smith returns to the ball game.
Yeah, Leslie Smith obviously on 2 fouls, so we'll see how he gets on with that. But he'll be matching up against Jabril, two, I guess, similar operators in a lot of ways.
So Flyers looking for that trap, leaves Whelan alone, unable to punish that. VJ King comes up with a rebound. Looks to drive. And called an offensive foul. Great defence from Carrington Love.
Yeah, right now it just seems to be Carrington Love coming up with defensive play after defensive play. Gets his way in there, takes the stand, hit in the chest. Offensive foul is the call.
Absolutely. So really, Carrington Love, standout defensive performance to this point, no question.
Yeah, although he's contributed offensively with 5 points and 6 assists, so he's contributing at both ends of the floor tonight.
Doing what you want your point guards to do, I guess.
Yeah, I'm a bit old school. I like my point guard to pass the ball.
Mark Lovin in the corner. Love has it back to Lovin, puts it up and fouled in the act of shooting. Will be at the line shooting 3 and fouled by
Leslie Smith. So that'll be his third. I think we saw it here, the upswing. He just catches Mark's leading elbow. We'll see if we can catch it on the replay. But he just catches that right arm, that right elbow of Mark Loving on the way up, affects the shot.
So that's a brief appearance from Smith, so coach takes him out of the game instantly.
Yeah, we had 2 fouls in 2.5. It's now three fouls in 3 minutes 16.
So he's a big loss for them.
Absolutely. We spoke about him pre-game because we thought he could have a real big impact in today's ball game, and he still might in the second half.
Come on, Loving with that. Kevin Durant's like shooting action and style. Makes 3. King has it. Mike Miller. Love. Good defense again from Love.
Interesting on that defensive play. Jabril looks like he might have tweaked something, starting to grimace.
Great strong move from Zach Jackson. Miller again, looking to get into the paint. Looks for room. Good defense from Mark Lovin. Again, ball is loose. Still loose. And will be a Riders possession.
I think Flyers got the switch. Loving onto Miller, which meant Carrington Love was on VJ King. a great opportunity to try and get VJ more involved in the game.
Yeah. Always dirty and difficult down in that paint.
Just physical as a technical foul is called.
So Mark Lovin will be shooting the technical. Must have been something said. Mark Lovin makes the technical free throw. Coach Kapula's just questioning that call. He's a little bit confused, and I must admit I'm a little confused what it's been called for.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the follow-up on that, but we'll go back to where we were, because Ryan is inbound from the backcourt.
Counting Love. Jackson has it. Adekoya. Whelan.
Technical foul was called on Mike Miller.
Okay, Mike Miller.
That was his third foul as well.
Good hands there. Ollison comes up with a steal. Now looking for room. Flips it up high. Foul called against Jibril.
Yeah, as he turned Jibril's hands down, he just gets caught, I guess, for cliche of the week, with his hand in the cookie jar.
I thought you were going to go with hands down, man down.
I've never heard that before.
Have you not?
No.
You don't watch enough NBA, clearly.
Why would I when there's British Basketball League on offer?
Thomas Bell at the line. Misses the first. Misses the second. Ball is loose, but comes up. Looks for room and comes up with a second chance opportunity.
I guess from a rider's perspective, it doesn't matter if he misses the free throws if you let him go and get the rebound and lay it in afterwards.
Adekoya. Again, Flyers keep looking to extend their defence and looking for that trap. Remains a Riders' possession. Back into the ball game comes Kimball McKenzie.
Yeah, we spoke pre-game a little bit about the rebound battle, and Riders still edging that, but Bristol Flyers already 7 offensive rebounds in the ball game.
I don't think they were league leading at that. McKenzie! You see Riders run that out-of-bounds play regularly.
Yeah, Kimball coming off the curl. He's great at just regaining his balance off the curl.
This is a matchup I like to see. Lovin versus VJ King, and on that occasion, strong move, and VJ King comes out on top.
Yeah, so VJ, we know how great a player he is. We've talked him up. But yeah, rips through, attacks the middle.
But I guess, as we've already said, they feel like he needs to get involved in more, a little bit more. He might be feeling himself that he needs to kind of impose his will a little bit more on this game.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure Coach Willis would have said that. That's only points sort of 2, 3, and 4 in the ball game for VJ King. When you've already given up 50 points to the Riders, you need him to get his offensive game going.
So again, Flyers looking to extend their defence. Looking for that trap, I guess, repeatedly. And coming up with what they wanted, which is the second time. And again, another missed alley-oop dunk. And rolls it in.
Yeah, second missed alley-oop dunk of the game for the Flyers, but they get the second chance opportunity once again. Real active in getting that and getting themselves so many opportunities to score. And I guess if you're losing the sort of field goal percentage battle, that's what you've got to do. As he hits a tough finish over Aaron Menzies.
And I guess if you're Coach Rob, you've just got to remind the guys, because we've seen it a couple of occasions now, they're looking to extend their defence, looking for the trap, at mid-court or in the middle, and it's on at least 2 occasions been successful in doing that. So the guys have got to react and adapt to that.
Yeah, so the first time they extended the defence, Riders got out really easily, but Coach Capoulis has persevered, and it's paid dividends. They've had a couple of turnovers, but what also happens when you extend your defence, you're forcing the other team to play with tempo. They can't just walk it up using the entire 8 seconds to cross halfway. You're making them play at tempo, something that, or play at pace, to use the exact word that Coach Capoulis used pre-game. Flyers clearly wanting to push the tempo a little bit.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I guess if you're Flyers, you're coming out and they're going to do exactly the same. Show full court pressure. So hopefully Riders have made the adjustments. Again, as we expected and as we called, that's exactly what Flyers are set up to do. Let's see how they manage it on this occasion. Again, look, the Riders a little struggling with that. Nice wraparound. Kimball, strong at the glass.
I guess that's the one slight downside of extending your defence. If you're able to rotate the ball out of it, it can potentially leave holes in the backcourt. Kimball McKenzie attacks straight through the gap, and Corey Samuels having to foul to prevent him finishing a layup.
So McKenzie, I think fair to say one of the best free throw shooters in the league. Will be at the line to shoot a couple.
Yeah, north of 90%. I think he's 92% from the line.
Yeah, 93%.
93, it's gone up. And now it's going back down.
Yeah, and that's how fast on us. That's on us. Makes one, miss one. Delpesh has it. BJ King. Comes spell the third. In the corner, Samuels has it. Down low. Defended by Mark Lovin. Delpesh. Good defence from Menzies. And that's a shot clock violation. Great defence from the Riders.
Yeah, Riders just kept switching and rotating to make sure that there was always someone on ball, not giving easy shot away. That was from McKenzie switching on to Thomas Bell and sending Menzies across the other side of the floor. All sorts of stuff happening.
Guess the other thing, if you've got Delpesh, top of the key. Again, Flyers come up with the steal. Again, Riders struggling to work out this press.
I mean, ultimately, I think a pretty poor decision from the Riders, realistically. Almost dribbled into the trap, brought both defenders onto him himself, and then struggled to get out of it. You've got to be looking to, it's a zone press, you've got to be looking to pass your way out of it.
Well, it's good with the first. Absolutely, so it's about pass and pass.
We saw the previous Patrick. Yes, he drew the defenders a little bit, but he was there. The ball reversal threw Mark into Kimball's hands, got them away the other side of the court. It was about the passing that got them out of the press.
And they're going to stick with this. It's up to Riders to figure this out. Jackson. Love it. Has it. Jackson from deep. Not quite able to knock it down. BJ King, he decides to line one up. Not able to knock it down as yet. And we have... Looks like Riders might have the possession now.
Yeah, the Riders sort of possession arrow. Sort of the Riders bench sort of getting quite animated. They feel like Thomas Bell III is out of bounds, in which case it wouldn't be a jump ball because he can't have possession. And the replay suggests that he probably does cross the line.
Yeah, and you can see Zach Jackson clearly pointing. The player was out of bounds.
But it remains as a jump ball.
And again, Flyers looking full court press again. This is an interesting element in the game.
I guess to a certain extent, why would you take it off?
Kimball just slowing the pace down a little bit. Looks inside to Menzies. Good pass. Just misses the little bunny there at the basket.
Yeah, great two-man play to start with. Kimball with a find of Menzies, not able to finish over the two flyer defenders.
Delpesh looks to post up, spins round, flips it up, and
foul called on Mark Lovin, as we'll see here. But once again, it comes off Flyers, missed shot, but attacking that offensive glass.
Mark, VJ King up very early.
Every time that shot goes up, they're going after the rebound every single time. Coach Rob spoke pre-game about sort of putting a body on them, and no one quite early enough doing that in that play.
So VJ King whipped at the line to shoot a couple of free throws. That was a little short.
Yeah, VJ King leaving that one a little short. Remains on 6 points.
Good with the second. Kimball has it.
Oh, we got him!
Jackson strongly attacks the bucket and gets fouled. So that was, here we see again, spins round, attacks the glass.
Yeah, Watson Gale just catches him on the arm as he's in the air. Sends Zach to the line for 2 shots.
Strong move from Zach. Good with the first.
Press break first. With 8 seconds, stay flat.
Two for two from Zach.
Riders making the conscious decision not to extend the defence, probably trying to slow things down as they show zone. Probably trying to reduce and have removed any possibility of a 2-for-1.
Listen, VJ King into the middle. Gale turns around, flips it up. Yeah, I think that's out of bounds. So Riders are going to should get the last possession. 10 seconds left in this first half, and Coach Rob decides we'll have a timeout. Let's decide what we're going to do and what we're going to run.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure they'll be drawing something up, but the first obstacle, I guess, is going to be breaking the Flyers' press.
Yeah, because you would anticipate Coach Kapoulis would again continue with that, because Riders have struggled with that look defensively.
I guess the only thing you might think is that obviously you've pressed a lot, you've shown one type of defence, and Rob and Pablo Matt will probably be preparing for something that against that which they expect to see. If you do change up and do something different, maybe actually it'll throw a slight spanner into the works of what's going on in the Riders huddle right now.
Yeah. So it depends what sort of coach what we're thinking is. So Rob, I guess, is going to put lots of our best shooters out on the floor for this final possession.
Yeah, I think so. We saw in the first quarter we brought Patrick back with 14 seconds to go just to get another shooter on the floor. I'm sure we'll see something similar here.
So anticipation, I guess, of the press. Carrington Love comes, another ball handler.
Yeah. And obviously also has hit 1 3-point shot already today as well himself.
So 10 seconds left in this first half. Riders will have the ball, leading to this point 53-39. Ball's in. McKenzie attacks the middle, drops it off, hesitation, and a finish, and we have a whistle.
Yeah, Delpesh called for the foul. I mean, what we said about passing out the press, just give it to Kimball McKenzie and let him just go past it on his own.
Nimble Kimball.
Nimble Kimball for a reason. Finds Zach, defender in the air, goes up. Unfortunately, Delpesh already in the air. Not much he could do once Jackson had the ball.
Just how Coach Rob drew it up.
I'm sure he'll be taking full credit.
Zach Jackson makes the extra points. And shots up. And just a little short. So, An exciting, fast first half that we've enjoyed here at the Morningside, Greg. Riders leading.
The trouble with the score, and we know
He's
what a
good.
great shooter he is.
Absolutely. So look out for that percentage rising. And we're back with the ball game. Start of the third quarter. Miller handles, defended by Carrington Love, who was so impressive with his on-ball defence that first half. In the corner, goes straight to...
The basket won't count.
Wow.
Referee says VJ King steps out of bounds.
We were just calling it, really, saying they've got to get him more involved. Looks as though he makes the three, but unfortunately, steps out of bounds. So hopefully, Riders did one in the first half. Hopefully, Flyers will be thinking, hopefully that's their one occasion for the ball game.
Yeah, surprising just how often it happens.
Love attacks the middle, kicks it out. Whelan, nice, just gets VJ King in the air, steps underneath, gets called for the foul.
Yeah, so close for being a perfect start for Bristol, and VJ King in particular with the shot at one end and then steps out of bounds, gets called for the foul the next possession. Sort of how quickly it can change within the ball game.
Love has it. Changes hands in the corner. Pat Whelan left alone, just leaves it a little short. Flyers have it. Thomas Bell, probably the most impressive flyer in that first half, I think.
Yeah, leading the way on points for the Flyers, 11 points personal. But not just that, he's active on the offensive glass. We know he's an energy player, hustle player, playing so well.
Riders have it. Zach Jackson being aggressive again. And the basket is given. Zach looking very aggressive tonight, attacking the paint.
Yeah.
Lays it in. Here we go.
Yeah, sort of. Thomas Bell just reached out a little bit at him potentially there. We sort of jinxed him a little bit, saying he was playing well, commits the foul literally seconds later. But Zach looking to attack the middle, just gets his hands on him a little bit there. Zach already on his way to the basket, finishes for the two, head line for the one more.
Currently a game-high leading scorer of the game.
After the foul shot, make that 17 for Zach already tonight.
And counted. So Riders on defence. Comes another third. VJ King. Hands off. Round it goes. Good ball movement from the... And there we go. We talked about Mandy's ability to shoot that three ball. It's his first of the night.
Yeah, first bucket of the night for Mahan. And we know he's a great shooter.
Nice action from the Flyers on that occasion. Nelson Henry has it. Looking for options. Hands off to Whelan. Tags the middle. Flips it up high and lays it in. And whistle on the play.
Yeah, foul call on Mahan, as we'll see here. Gets the handoff from Darian Nelson Henry. Attacks the middle.
I guess it's that thing, attack the paint aggressively, and often good things happen as a result.
Yeah, and I think Bristol Flyers, that's their third foul in basically 90 seconds of the third quarter. So they won't want to give up too much more and get Riders in the penalty too early.
Pat Whelan good with the bonus. So Miller handles in the corner, VJ King. Miller working off that Delpesh screen, looks to get into the middle, looks for room, flips it up with a left hand, gets his own rebound, and we have a foul.
Yes, seeing once again what has been the shining light for Bristol this evening. Missed the first shot, doesn't matter, let's go and get our own rebound, and then gets himself on the line as a result.
So flips it up initially, but gets his own rebound. And I think on that occasion, Nelson Henry handed the cookie jar just a little bit. That's his third foul, I believe.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if Coach Rob leaves him out there. I suspect we'll see, and we are seeing Aaron Menzies make his way towards the substitution chair. Trying to walk on court, obviously not aware that you can't sub in between free throws, as he gets told off and sent back off the court.
So Miller's good with the first. Makes them both.
Yeah, and that comes out of the effort, the hustle that he did. He missed his first shot, but he made the effort to go and get the rebound, gets 2 points as a result. So Mike Miller making things happen for Bristol here early in the third quarter.
And again, it looks like Flyers are showing full court press again.
Yeah, but it looks like a slightly different variant. Mike Miller playing on-ball pressure on the inbounder.
Bounce pass into Mark Lovin. Hand off, Whelan has it. Crosses over, just loses the handle. Flyers have it in the open court. Thomas Bell the third. He fancies one from deep.
Jackson gets a piece of that shot, runs the floor. Can Whelan find
up?
him?
Or just unable to connect. Gets Bird comes up with a triple in the corner. 2-point line mistake.
Yeah, Zach getting the tip on the shot one in. Riders not getting the offensive alley-oop, but then keep the ball alive, revert the ball to Zach in the corner.
BJ King looking to be strong, looking for room. Good stand by Aaron Menzies.
Yeah, the Menzies Tower, not able to get over it.
About 10 feet tall with his arms outstretched, I guess. Carrington Love steps underneath, looks inside and cuts along the baseline. Pat Whelan! Nice! Again, another dime from Carrington Love. Forces Coach Capoulas to call a timeout. So a good, strong start to the second half by the Riders.
Absolutely won both the first half quarters, now leading this one as well. Bristol, I guess, want to talk about stopping the bleeding a little bit. Riders, the last few plays, able to get inside the defence. We saw them change the full court press. Maybe we'll see them revert back to the one that was so successful in the first half.
So, still plenty of time left, but we are in dangerous waters. Riders up more than 20. Still early in the third, but it's this dangerous time if it should leak out any further. Flyers have almost got to play perfect basketball.
As you can see, Zach, definitely a two, toe on the line. Looked at the referee afterwards, wanted the foul, but 2 points is 2 points. You take them. Yeah, but you're exactly right. It's that dangerous time. Bristol will be, I'm sure they'll be talking about it. They want, and maybe even need the next run.
Yes.
If Riders come out of this timeout on a 10-0 or a 12-4 run or something, and the lead goes from 22 to like 30, it becomes a real mountain to climb. And I guess Riders, less than 30 points away from 91 points.
Yes, we forgot to mention that, of course. We're tracking on first one to 91 wins, because that's the rule in this matchup
Yeah,
game.
of course, yeah. Everyone thinks we're getting 4 quarters. When Riders and Flyers meet, it's just first to 91.
So back with the ball game. Whelan going for the foul.
Yeah,
Steal rather.
Yeah, it's a little bit too far up on the hand. Probably wasn't needed in that situation. Gambling on that pass, not required.
However, it was his first foul, so. Miller looks to flip it up with the one hand. Great rebound, Zach Jackson.
Yeah, Menzies does really well there because he was having to move with Miller and doesn't commit the foul, which is so difficult to do as a big man.
3-ball! Mark Lovin.
Yeah, Mark Lovin getting it going was so good from behind the arc on Tuesday, bringing it into today's game.
Again, good pressure from Carrington Love on ball defence. Quick foul called against, second one, back to back, Pat Whelan.
Yeah, probably a little bit too up on his defender. We'll see the shot for the Riders make at the other end. Just the handoff from Zach Jackson. Lovin has the space, puts it up. We know if he has space, he's going to let that fly.
And to reply with a 3-ball.
Yeah, important basket for Mike Miller. We spoke about Flyers needing that next run, and I guess that just stops the Riders' run a little bit.
Love calling for the screen, looks, kick it out. Mark Lovin again. He goes back-to-back threes with that Kevin Durant shooting style of his.
Yeah, absolutely got it on a string.
Look at Carrington Love, tips it to himself, puts it down court. Pat Whelan strong.
Jackson keeps it alive.
Step back, knocks it down for 2. Ryder just seems to be playing with a little bit more energy, a little bit more fire.
Yeah, in pre-game we thought Bristol Flyers might have a high energy. Not played for a couple of weeks. Riders, of course, playing Tuesday. But actually, it seems very much the reverse.
Mark Loving, will he pull up? He's just made back-to-backs. Threes, looking inside. Did look to be a mismatch. Inside.
Yeah. As good as Carrington's pass early on was when he found Patrick in full court, not able to connect with Aaron here. As we see a replay of the previous offense, Carrington once again getting to middle, kick out. Mark Loving has that ball on a string at the moment.
I'm going to call it the Durant string.
Well, Mark Loving's very much in possession of it right now.
He is. Man looking to reply. He nails his second triple down in the ball game. 0 points at half time, but 2 threes this quarter for Mahan. Looking to get it going. We know he's a dangerous shooter. So Whelan playing a little point guard. Crosses halfway. McKenzie has it. Loving calls for the screen. We have a whistle. A little bit unsure who's at some.
Foul called on VJ King. Away from the ball. Must have got a little bit tussled up with Aaron Menzies when he was rolling away to try and make himself an option.
So Riders to inbound. Sorry, high to Menzies, looks for room, flips it round with the left hand. Nice end line play.
Yeah, Aaron Menzies so big, so when you get the ball in the around the basket, he's gonna cause a lot of problems.
Samuels for the Flyers. Handoff Mans made 2 triples. Again, thought about it. Go to Del Pesh, defended by Menzies. Looks to back it down, turns away, flips it up with the right hand. Good defence from Menzies.
Yeah, when Mahans looked like he set his feet, I thought he was going to let it fly, but the rotation saw Del Pesh.
And they go down low.
Offensive foul called on Aaron Menzies. We'll see another look at it here.
Yeah. Crowd don't like it.
So we actually can't see it there, so I can only presume it was a hold, offensive hold on VJ King to try and steal positions.
Samuels. Watson Gale off the screen. Kicks out, man. Again, looking to go triples. Misses it on that occasion. Quick outlet pass, good pass from. Strongly attacks the middle. Whelan strong on the glass for 2.
Yeah,
great hustle play.
Aaron Menzies letting out his inner Billy Singleton, throwing that full court outlet overhead pass. Finds McKenzie in full flow, and eventually Whelan gets the finish.
I like that great reference to the great big man of BBL League and Riders, Billy Singleton. Good strong move there.
Fantastic finish from VJ King.
Over Menzies.
Over Menzies. Menzies in the air. Does a great job not fouling, but what a finish, VJ King.
Looking inside again for Menzies. Flips it up with the left hand. Unable to get the drop on that occasion.
Yeah, I mean, looks like a lot of contact, but still got a...
Looks like an unsportsman foul has been called. I think it's against Aaron Menzies.
Aaron Menzies, yeah. I mean,
hopefully we'll see this
we'll
again.
See it here.
So Del Pesh just beats him down court.
Probably the right call. I mean,
yeah.
A little bit hard. Del Pesh comes out of it spinning. I mean, there's a play on the general area of the ball, so I can only assume that it's...
Well, Dean could he get the ball? Was it a play on the ball? Probably the right call on that occasion.
Probably a little bit too hard on the foul. I think you've got to say that was a play on the
ball.
But
it's 100% from the free throw line. Del Pesh at the line.
Yeah, absolutely.
And still remains 100% from the free throw line.
Yeah, been so effective from the Flyers tonight. Goes a little bit under the radar. But absolutely put a fantastic performance in this evening.
So it makes both of those.
Plays with Leslie Smith,
who is on 3 fouls. So he's just got to play a little cautiously on defence. So Flyers to inbound. DJ King has it. Again, still struggling to really light up this game to this point. Defended by Adekoya, looks to cross over. Attacks the middle. Again, unable to convert on that. Lovin. Stacks back. Unable to get great rebound. McKenzie. Stops, pops, doesn't get the roll.
Yeah, Rob spoke pre-game. It's not just the big guys' job to rebound the ball. McKenzie's doing a great job. Gets his team another shot at it. Not able to get it go this time.
Watson Gale looks into the middle, turns back. Great hands by Evan Walsh in the passing lanes. Good ball movement from the Riders. Walsh flips it up. No call. Gale feels a little frantic just at the moment. Foul's going to be called against Mark Lovin with the block. Comes up smiling. Here we go. So Gale in the open courts.
Yeah, probably not quite in front of him, probably the right call. But yeah, you're right to use the word frantic. It was going up and down, and I guess both teams playing a little bit like headless chickens for just a small period of time.
But you know what? It's exciting stuff.
Absolutely, yeah. It's great. It's a 24-point ball game. It doesn't feel like that. It's nip and tuck. Both teams battling hard, getting up and down the court. Been a great one to watch so far.
I could just see that shot of the Riders bench. Mark Lovin seems to be enjoying himself, smiling and laughing all over his face. So Watson Gale at the line to shoot a couple.
Make some noise.
To add to Watson Gale.
Yeah, fantastic player, reliable scorer. Jelani Watson Gale flies again, extending the defence.
Adekoya. We have a whistle.
That's going to be a really frustrating one for Coach Kapoulis. Away from the ball, you're in the penalty. You're just giving Kimbo McKenzie 2 foul shots.
We know he shoots at a fairly high click.
Apparently 93%, that's what I've heard.
Okay. Good with the first.
Makes them both.
Yeah. Money from the free throw line.
Makes them both. You don't need to foul him. Away from the ball in the penalty. Got to be a little bit smarter than that, I feel.
Watson Gale handles. Back to Watson Gale. Steps back with the 3 ball. Sweet, sweet move, Watson Gale.
Yeah, we know what scoring talent he has. That sweet step back, and knew it was good almost before he shot the ball.
Jackson looks to bounce it down. Good hands there by Ollison. Just to poke it away from Jackson.
Yeah, great hands. Ollison's knocking it about. We know that in that area, Zach's real difficult to stop. So Ollison does a fantastic job to get his hands on the ball and knock it away.
The question is with Zach, is he a guard or is he a small forward?
I mean, for me, it's a 3. He's a small forward.
So the Riders to inbound this. Carrington Love in the corner. Evan Walsh left alone. Evan Walsh with the triple.
Yeah, fist pumping, running back down the floor. Evan's feeling good. We know he's an energy player and he'll really live off that for the next few possessions.
PJ King, defended well by Jackson, but a great strong move. Picked off, good defence. Samuels into the mud. Good Euro step. Nice move for 2.
Yeah, poor pass from the Riders, looking to try and go over the top of VJ King. VJ read it, took it away, ended up with the easy finish for Corey Samuels.
McKenzie has it. Works off the Adekoya screen, drops it inside. Adekoya.
That'll be Leslie Smith's 4th foul, I believe.
Yeah, we see it again. Working off that pick and roll. Jabril rolling to the basket. Once more.
Watch this again from the other angle. Potentially slightly late, but one of those that you feel potentially could have gone either way. And in those situations, tonight's been a fairly physical game, but definitely not a bad-tempered game. Potentially could have gone with a no call for me.
Do we like no calls?
In certain situations.
I guess that also might be, home court advantage
Potentially.
coming into play a little bit. Jabril, little short, then overcooks it a little bit long on the second one. So VJ King checks the game clock. 30 seconds left of this third quarter. Running the clock down. Defended by Zach Jackson. Works off a screen. Into the middle. Flips it up. And gets the friendly roll. Zach Jackson has it. How quick do Riders go? Steps underneath, flips it up high for two.
Yeah, I thought Leicester Swift did a good job of challenging the shot there without committing the foul.
VJ from deep. Looked online when he let it go.
And it just fell a little bit short. That would have been a highlight play and almost like a perfect way to finish the quarter for the Flyers, because that would have well to win from there. But if you can chip away, get it to 10 with 2-3 minutes left to play in the ball game, you have a chance.
So Riders' first possession of this fourth quarter. Jackson has it, defended by VJ King. McKenzie off the screen. Gets back without falling away. Sweet move that he has.
A really difficult skill to take that step back, get your balance, get the shot off. Fantastic play, Kimball McKenzie.
Riders with the first bucket of this fourth quarter. Samuels. VJ defended by Jackson, looks to drive into the paint, cross the paint. In the corner, Samuels for three. Gets his own rebound.
Another offensive rebound for Bristol.
Watson Gale steps underneath, but gets just caught a little bit by McKenzie, so gets whistled for the foul.
Another 14 seconds for the Flyers, and once again, Flyers just activity on the offensive glass, giving them another opportunity to score.
VJ King. Deep in the shot clock, 5 seconds left. Good hands, Evan Walsh.
Yeah, does a great job doubling down on Delpesh just at the right time to take the ball away.
Love tags the middle, drops it off inside to Nelson Henry, just able to get the roll off the rim.
Get into it.
Watson Gale again looks to get into the middle. Good defense by Evan Walsh again. Zach Jackson handles in the open court, looks to take it in strong, and is good with the basket. We're going to the line for the bonus point.
Yeah, Zach Jackson really playing out of his skin tonight. You can see him just weighing it up as the lane opens up and Corey Samuels gets to him a little bit late. Has to foul and try and stop him, but Zach able to go through the contact and finish for the two. We'll head to the line to see if he can finish for three.
The old-fashioned way, as they've referred to it. Three, the old-fashioned way.
That's what they say, apparently. I don't know who they are.
Well, the commentators have it.
There you go.
So Miller. So, Riders 1 point away from 91, Greg.
Yeah.
So as we know, we blow the whistle and that's the game done.
Yeah, I'm not sure anyone else is aware of that, unfortunately.
Miller looks down Pesh, a little bit of juggling and eventually tips it in.
Yeah, it does really well to sort of gather the ball. It was sort of ping-ponging all over the place. Then misses, gets his own rebound, puts it in for two.
Loved. Looking underneath for the cut-in Walsh. Unable to connect on that pass.
It was a great pass to the floor wiper.
It's like Coach Roberts explaining what should have happened at that time. So Flyers, again looking to eat into this lead that the Riders have built. Man thinks about it. Nails another triple.
Yeah, absolutely. Flyers will be happy to see him starting to nail those. If they're going to pull back this now 20-point deficit, he's going to have to play a big part in that.
Kimball has it. Looks to Walsh. Jackson looks to get to post up, looks to turn the corner, looking for room, and we have a whistle.
Yeah, Mike Miller getting a little hold of Zach Jackson, so Zach heading to line for 2 shots.
This is a real good battle between the two players. Good to see them both going at it, both determined not to give an inch.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the sort of battles that you want to see around the basketball court.
So Zach at the line, shoot a couple.
First one is good.
And I guess while we're at the foul line, we can have an update from the copper box. Obviously, we know 2 things need to happen for the trophy lift to take place tonight. Riders need to win. At the moment, currently taking that as we go through 91.
Yes, we have reached the magical number of 91.
Yeah,
so what's up down that copper box?
Looks like that streak will change. 2 minutes 37 left in the third quarter. We have a level ball game, 55-55.
Wow.
London versus Surrey. So maybe Sky have picked a good game after all.
Yeah. Perhaps the perhaps much muted blowout is at the wrong venue.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I'm not sure we're in blowout territory yet, but yeah, certainly not one happening in the copper box thus far.
Oh, and again, looking from deep, unable to connect to that case. Big rebound by Nelson Henry. Mackenzie has it. Calls a play. Hand off. Walsh. Out it goes. Mackenzie stops, pops, and knocks it down for a couple.
That almost feels like the Kimball. Catching the ball on the run, getting his feet set and getting it up real quick from dribble to shot.
From the corner, Miller unable to knock it down. I guess at what point do Bristol look up to get up shots very early with time running out and looking to try and eat into this Riders' lead?
I feel at 24 points, it's not necessarily about the speed of the shots you get up. It's about slowing Riders' offense down.
Riders come up with a stop on that occasion. VJ King just lays it in.
Because ultimately, if you can get stops, you can get out and run, get easy scores like they've just had, the layup on the run. That takes hardly any time off the clock, and it's not necessarily about what you do on the offensive end that provides that. It's what you do on the defensive end.
So again, with this almost trademark Kimball.
Yeah.
How he's not the biggest guy on the court, but he gets in the air and just bounces himself with that shot.
So sort of coming at full speed, and it's a great player to watch if you're a young player, young guard, because he's at full speed coming into that, not allowing the defender to recover, manages to get in the air, get balance, and get the shot off. I guess if we're making a statue, we'd call it the Kimball.
The Kimball. Riders in their weave action. Love. Steps underneath, looks for Nelson Henry. Out it goes. Looks at the clock, checks the clock. Unable to knock it down. Stacks back 3 and nails the 3 ball.
Fast offense once again from Bristol. What's that? Quick 5 points. 2 off the turnover for VJ King. Mike Millis knocking that straight down.
But Love has it. Love it. Whelan. Hands it off to Kimball. Attacks the middle at the glass.
Almost the exact perfect offense for Riders in the situation. They use almost the whole shot clock. They get a basket. Bristol can't allow Riders to take 24 seconds off the clock every time they have the ball.
So I guess Riders partly is game management, time management. Great hands! Carrington Love just gets the tip.
Yeah, Mark Lovin will probably be accredited with the takeaway as he gathered the ball, but it all came from the Love tip.
Great move and finish from Carrington Love with the one hand at the basket.
Yeah, I've got a fantastic game, Carrington Love. That gets him on to 7 points. We know he's got his 10 assists, so I guess that's another double watch.
Gale looks for options, looks to drive against Mark Lovin, flips it up. Again, crashing the glass.
Yeah, Thomas Bell, the third, making a fantastic play. Nelson Henry looked for all intents and purposes like he'd got that rebound, able to knock the ball loose and get Flyers another opportunity.
Mark Lovin. Kimball, McKenzie. Stops and pops again. And nails it for another 2.
Yeah, I guess that's the symbol, the Kimball 2.
The Kimball 2, absolutely. Here we see it again. It's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, as he's going to come in, just gets his feet set, rises up, balanced. Fantastic shot. Just the ability to turn that drive into getting his feet set so quick is what makes it difficult to stop.
So riders get to 100 points with that made bucket. VJ King, he steps from deep and nails the 3-ball.
Yeah, knocks it down, but a look of frustration on his face afterwards. Probably feels that he wanted to get it going a little bit earlier in the ball game.
So again, riders looking to milk some of the clock. Nelson Henry looks to jump it off, and big man to point guard in the paint.
Yeah, Nelson Henry does incredibly well there. He almost loses the ball, keeps it surrounded by 3 flyers, able to find the pass to the basket.
Gale works off the screen, attacks the middle. And a strong finish, sweet move again. Watson Gale over the big man.
Yeah, been for me a standout performer today for Bristol Flyers. 15 points personal now for Jelani Watson Gale.
McKenzie handles low. Again, Riders just taking a little air at the ball. Hesitation, looks inside. You see what he's looking for, the 2-man game with Nelson Henry rolling to the basket.
Yeah, not quite on the same page there, but fantastic move. Carrington Love gets his defender to touch the floor, which every offensive player loves to do, but not able to quite connect with Nelson Henry. Potentially could have been a bit more selfish there and put the shot up himself.
Watson Gale defended by Collison. Euro step, a little untidily, but deemed to come off Nelson Henry last, so will be a Flyers end line ball.
Yeah, 2:33 left in the ball game. Riders up 20. Obviously, we spoke about the 10 being 2-3 down. Gives you a chance. I guess for Flyers to have any chance here, they need to be perfect from here on out.
Yeah, currently this fourth quarter, 17 points. So Flyers have not really been able to eat into this Riders lead.
No, yeah, just tying the quarter. Riders going basket for basket this quarter so far,
which they're very more than happy to do. VJ King attacks the middle and lays it in.
Yeah, great read. He'd noticed that Mark Lovin's weight had shifted to his right foot, able to bring the ball back across, and Mark just couldn't get back in front of him. Great take from VJ King.
Jackson. Looking inside, Nelson Henry. Turns around with the fullback, just a little short. So under 2 minutes left in this ball game. VJ King lets it go from the 3-point line, unable to connect.
Yeah, and Bristol, I guess, can't really afford in the situation to have empty possessions right now. So, yeah, disappointing offense for the Flyers.
Although you feel you've got to look to score very quick and fast. And we know the 3-ball can get you into the ball game quite quickly.
Absolutely. Bristol probably got to try and find out a way of speeding up the Riders' offense. They're using all the clock, almost every offense. Excellent game management from the Riders.
McKenzie, defended by Samuels. Samuels felt he got the ball on that, and technical foul.
Yeah, will mean that Riders get a total of 4 free throws. We'll get another opportunity to see it here. Once again, can't quite see it on that angle.
Ollison's in the way.
Yeah. That'll be Samuel's 4th and 5th fouls, getting the personal foul followed by the technical.
So he hears it from the crowd as he walks towards the bench. McKenzie at the line.
And you've got to guess that he's going to take all 4. Samuel's still not left the court. Samuels does leave the court.
Yeah, kind of hearing it from the Riders faithful.
Yeah.
Here at the Morningside.
But Mahan coming in, and to be honest, Mahan probably one of the best three-point threats for Bristol.
Yeah, certainly in this second half, he has shown he can shoot it from deep. Probably wanted a little bit more of that in the first half.
So that was a technical foul shot, so the lineup can come in, but Bristol currently opted not to. With another reminder from the referees, Flyers players do fill the lanes.
So shooting that free throw with great confidence.
Yeah, the last of 4 for Kimbrell.
Makes all 4.
Makes all 4.
So a big play.
Yeah.
It looks at this point that Coach Rob is confident enough to bring his bench in.
Yeah, emptying the bench. You see Blake Bowman, Evan Walsh check back into the ball game, but stepping on for the first time, I think the first time of the season, Victor Aduku.
So Flyers have it. Riders sitting in a zone. Mollison, top of the key.
Yeah, great in and out dribble from Mollison.
Yeah.
Evan Walsh having to...
We just have a little bit of a discussion there. I think Mackenzie looked to have taken exception to something that occurred.
Yeah, Ollison clearly said something that has incensed Kimball Mackenzie.
Absolutely.
Kimball gets himself a second technical.
So he leaves the game.
He'll be disqualified.
71 seconds left in regulation here tonight. Not quite sure. I guess it was something that he heard.
Yeah.
Didn't look to be any kind of, play on the ball that would result in that sort of reaction from Kimball.
And we could hear from where we were sitting. He said, I couldn't hear exactly the word he was suggesting that he'd said, but he said. So clearly, whatever Mahan had said incensed Kimball Mackenzie. And unfortunate because it's not been a bad-tempered game at all so far.
Not at all. No, I mean, it's a game been played with lots of energy, lots of passion, but very cleanly and very fairly.
Exactly. And I guess we've had 3 technicals, 2 red, 1 white, which should mean that Flyers take 1 free throw, and then we have the free throws for the original foul.
So while referees are just having a conversation, should have a quick look. Can we in a position to have an update from the copper box?
Yeah, so I guess as it stands, but it is tight, the trophy will get lifted this evening.
Down in the copper box.
Yeah, London Lions leading by 5 with 7.5 to go. 70 London Lions, Surrey Scorchers 65.
So it looks that the Sky will get what they were looking for, which is the trophy lift as it currently stands at this moment in time. Not quite sure what the long conversation is about. We know Kimball Mackenzie's 2 fouls and left the game.
Yeah.
Early bath.
It's a pretty simple situation. I'm not sure quite why it's taking so long, if I'm honest. And to dish out 3 techs quite so quickly is always an element of the referees have lost control, in my opinion.
So it's like Tevin Ollison will be at the free throw line when we eventually get this ball game going again. So it looks like we're about ready to go.
Yeah, so it should be the one technical foul shot, followed by the shots for the original foul.
So listen. This is the first free throw.
The original foul couldn't have been a shooting foul, as it's going to be a Bristol sideline ball.
Wilson Gale across to Miller. Gale from deep, rattles in and out, and remain a flyer's ball.
Yeah, it looked like Victor Nduku had his hands on the ball, unable to grab the rebound. Again, under from immense pressure from those flyers attacking the offensive glass.
Chops inside, nice cut. VJ King lays it in for 2.
Yeah, VJ King got himself up to over 20 points now. Started slow, but a fantastic scoring performance from VJ.
Still feels as a quiet 20 points.
Yeah, but often that's a sign of a good play. You're not having to have the ball lots and lots. Just talking it over, referees having to stop it because the shot clock was wrong. It was only showing 6 seconds for the Riders. And obviously, you start with 24.
So Riders will get the ball set. We'll see what they reset it to do. I think they've reset it to 20. Oh no, it's still coming down. Still going down. So we'll have 17 seconds left on this Riders offense. It'll be Carrington Love to inbound. Walsh comes for the ball. Love just taking the air out of this fourth quarter. Nduku from deep, just off. Ball is loose.
Yeah, ball not hit the rim on the shot, unfortunately. So even though he does manage to chase down the rebound, the shot clock violation does sound with 32.1 seconds left in the ball game.
So it looks like, it's fair to say, Riders are going to take this one.
Yeah, so I guess from a London Lions perspective,
nice three-pointer from VJ King.
One of the 2 things ticked off.
Yeah, Riders win this ball game down at the Morningside. Riders played with great energy throughout. Shot the ball at a really high percentage. The home supporters on their feet, showing their support and love for what has been an excellent performance against a team currently set in second position. So Riders win this one, 106 to 89. I think more or less led it from tip to the end. Never felt like